So we need to talk. I recently made a post on Instagram about this product here that I found. I was going through some of my old, my old hair care stuff. This was one of them. This is the Organix anti-breakage keratin oil, instant repair weightless healing oil. The bottle says, indulge your strands in rich fortifying keratin proteins to help resist breakage caused by brushing and styling, while argan oil conditions, adding softness and shine. Strands are strengthened from within and smoothed throughout for longer, stronger hair. Now, it sounded great. It was probably one of the first hair oils I ever bought. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I wanted to talk about the ingredients and why it's so important when you're starting out with going curly girl method or just trying to buy better products for you and your family in general. I think that it's really important that we are shop conscious people and we're being conscientious of the things that we are putting on our body. So I wanted to bring some of this to your guys' attention. So let's do a little bit of an ingredient breakdown. So first thing we have on the bottle is Cyclo-tetra-siloxane, and Cyclopentasiloxane is second. Environment Canada assessments concluded that Cyclo-tetra-siloxane and Cyclopentasiloxane, also known as D4 and D5, are toxic, persistent, and have the potential to bioaccumulate in aquatic organisms. Also, the European Union classifies D4 as an endocrine disruptor based on evidence that it interferes with human hormone function and a possible reproductive toxicant that may impair human fertility. In laboratory experiments, exposure to high doses of D5 has been shown to cause uterine tumors and harm to the reproductive and immune systems. D5 can also influence neurotransmitters in the nervous system. Oh my gosh. This product you are putting on your hair, your scalp, it's coming into contact with your skin, which gets absorbed into your blood, and it goes through your entire body. And hearing all of that this can affect your hormones, this could prevent you from having kids, and also disrupts marine wildlife. I can't believe that this is being sold. Moving on, the next ingredient we have, what have we got? Okay, so C12-15 alkyl benzoate. What it is, it's a low molecular weight ester of benzoic acid and long chain alcohols. So it's a natural ingredient that can be obtained from several types of fruits and vegetables. It says it's oil soluble, low viscosity liquid. It's oil soluble, not water soluble. So if you're not using a strong enough surfactant or cleanser, you might not be able to get this out of your hair and it might cause some buildup. Now moving on to safety concerns, it's saying that it's been assessed by the Cosmetic Ingredient Review Expert Panel, and due to the low water solubility of long-chain alkyl benzoates, the panel reasoned that these ingredients were unlikely to be absorbed into the system circulation. They did testing and they said that it's unlikely that it'll be absorbed into your system. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll leave that up to you. Moving on, we have hydrolyzed keratin. Hydrolyzed keratin. So it says not only can your hair grow stronger, but hydrolyzed keratin protein is moisture binding, so you can increase your moisture retention to reduce breakage and bring luster to your curls, coils, and waves. So keratin protein fills the gaps in your hair shaft to give your hair a strengthening boost. I don't get why this is an ingredient number one. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I want. I just want hydrolyzed keratin. I don't want any of this other stuff that's gonna make me not allowed to have children when I'm older. Like, I don't see why it's even a question. Then we move on to phenyl trimethicone. So already you have a cone as the suffix of your word. We know that we're looking at a silicone, which as curly girls, we want to avoid out of our hair care unless you're using a consistent cleansing surfactant that's a little bit harsher to get the stuff out of your hair. Moving on, we have parfum. fragrance. Why did they say perfume? Perfume fragrance. This is up to everyone's own discretion. I've done a little bit of research into fragrance, but basically the general idea is that it's risky because you don't know what parfum fragrance means to each individual company. They don't really have to disclose what they put into the product to tell you what is giving your product that beautiful smell. Then we move on to CI 47000 in brackets yellow 11. So I found a safety data sheet for a company called DC Fine Chemicals. So it gives us a list of the hazardous identification. It says classification of the substance in accordance with the European Union regulation. It says that it's an eye irritant and can cause serious eye irritation. A skin irritant can cause serious skin irritation. Or sorry, it says causes skin irritation, not serious. And then also STOT SE3 may cause respiratory irritation. That's your breathing stuff. It also says to wear protective gloves and clothing, eye protection and face protection. If on skin, wash with plenty of water. If inhaled, remove person to fresh air and keep comfortable for breathing. And take off contaminated clothing and wash it before reuse. I don't understand why I would ever want to put this on my scalp. It gets absorbed into your system, into your blood, and that's what fuels you and lets you live a long and happy life. I'm not putting no CI 47000 onto my body because it is a temple, so thank you. Last product we have, which I'm sure is not going to be great because it's another dye. So we have CI 26100, also known as Red 17. And there's a giant photo of a big old, like, oil drum looking thing full of this like red dye. It looks kind of scary. So we have Red 23 is also known by the name CI 26100, also known as Red 17. All the jargon aside, why is it toxic? So it says that Red 23 is a danger to human health as the Canadian government sees it. When the chemical bonds of this cosmetic ingredient break, 4-aminoazobenzene is released, and 4-aminoazobenzene is a classified carcinogen. For those of you that do not know what a carcinogen is, the definition of a carcinogen is a substance capable of causing cancer in living tissue. Let that like sink in for a second. So, where is this? Not only does this like brutal little guy have carcinogenic dyes, it can also cause a change in your hormones and can cause fertility issues. $9 and you can have all that. That concludes this PSA. Please research what you're buying, become a conscious consumer. They don't tell you the dirty. They don't tell you the dirty. Yeah, my heart hurts a little bit. I need to sit on this. I don't know what to do with this. I don't even want to touch this product.